Thank you very much. I welcome the witnesses here today, and I suppose I have to kind of, you're saying that your powers are limited, but I suppose you do represent farmers. I see here that you have particular regard to the circumstances and needs of farmers, fishers and small food businesses. So are you another arm of the Department of Agriculture? Are you another arm of the Department of Agriculture?
No, Deputy. We're an independent agency of the Department of Agriculture.
And can you ask questions of the Department of Agriculture?
Yes, we can make recommendations, for example, on legislation, etc.
So I suppose, Chairman, we all know that TP is rampant, and again this week in my parish, a dairy farmer, 26 of his cows went down last Friday, and he have a number of issues. He never bought in an animal. He has a number of issues, and he had highly bred cows, and the cows have been tagged and gone down. He's asking that those cows should be blood tested by the department vet. They're refusing to blood test those, but they will blood test the rest of the animals, the remaining ones that didn't go down in the skin test. So that's one question.
Agri-food regulator.
Yeah, but they say they're representing farmers, and I'm only wondering, can they ask the department questions in relation to there's a couple of more questions as well.
We'll also have the minister in later on.
Right, well, is that a problem by asking these questions, Joe, or Chairman?
The agri-food regulator would be unlikely to be able to answer questions on.
Well,
on TV.
We are no farmers, which is down here, that are representing the needs of farmers, and that's just one question this farmer wanted to ask, and I know that is applicable to many others. The other thing is, he knows that the cattle that have gone down won't be taken for 5 or 6 weeks. And that's not right either. We know that it's important to contain the disease and not allow it to spread. That's two things. The other thing, he knows that the maximum amount of compensation that he will get for is about 3,000, give a few euros here or there. He's saying the type of cows he's worth are likely in the region between 8 and 10,000 each. This took years to build it up. Can he just? I'll go no further with this line of questioning if he don't think he can ask the question off of anyone.
No, thank you, Deputy. And I suppose, first of all, the answer is it's not really within our remit. Secondly, you mentioned about your constituent. Yeah. My own best friend at home had a test yesterday, and he's waiting until Friday to see will he go clear. He has already lost 100 animals. So it is an incredible problem all around the country, and we've seen, I think the figures have gone, Chairman, from 17,000 reactors a few years ago up to about in the 40s at the moment. So, and in the budget there was 85 million extra given towards it. But in relation to the problems at farm level, it's not an issue for the agri-food regulator. At this stage, Deputy.
I think it's important to acknowledge the huge stress on your neighbour.
Yeah, and on many others as well, but this fella is very close to me now, and it's weighing heavily on my mind since I left home,
Sure. We will have the Minister later on, and that.
Yeah, well, that's good. I suppose I have another unrelated question, and I suppose I've asked it many times in the chamber before in relation. I think that processes and factories, they create different scenarios, and they demand certain rules and regulations. I know that they're damn glad to get animals at all at this time, but one of the things that has driven me very incensed is this thing about the 4 movements. And like we all know that when an animal hangs up in the inside the slaughterhouse or whatever, no one could tell how many times it had been moved, whether it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times, and there's no less value could be demanded because of that. But however, the fact is, if cattle get plentiful again, they'll use that to their advantage to reduce the price of the animal that's being slaughtered to their advantage. And like, have you any say over that kind of scenario?
Again, thanks, Deputy. No, we don't have a say over that, but on probably a more positive note, I was at the Teagasc Beef Conference in Athenry last night, and there was over 500 people there. And I'd have to say it was probably one of the best age structures I've seen at a meeting for a long time. And, you know, there was good positivity. I think there was a figure given there that in Europe there'll be a shortage of about 830,000 tonnes of meat, you know, and it's unlikely to improve in the near future. So hopefully the demand will continue. And I think what last night highlighted was that if the prices are good enough, the interest is there from farmers in the sector. I spoke to, you might know him, Martin, our Deputy Kenny, John Barron in Donegal, and he had 3 people in the car with him from Donegal to Athenry, and there was people there from Waterford and Cork and Kerry as well. So it was great to see, and long may it last.
Just as a matter of interest, we had our local IFA meeting in Kilgarvan the other night, and the room was full, and it was full of active, younger men and women than we've had in recent years in other, you know, IFA meetings or farmers' meetings. So things are looking up in that regard. You know, if you have it from...
The returns are there, the interest is there.
Yeah. So look, all right,
Thank you, but before you go...